And my name was actually King Brooke when I first started. And he was like, you don't think you want to change your name? And I was like, no. But then I'm like, I'm perceived in such a way that it doesn't bother me now because I know the perception I give. So I can handle it, I can deal with it. And she's a whore. She's a slut. They say I sell my body. That whole body fake. That fake ass body. Reason being is like crabs in a bucket. Nobody wants to see nobody make it.
Yeah.
Nobody won't help nobody make it. Who gives a shit? You need to go see the same doctor I seen and alter some of your flaws. That's how I be. Right here is my business name, The Hidden Vault.
Body by Brooke. Brooke Jones will never beat the fraud allegations, never beat the scammer allegations. So let's get to the screenshot because this is the good part. So Brooke sent me a screenshot of her and Keith's messages. It's very scam, very fraudulent.
I want to be motherfucking real. You know, New Orleans been in my platform. I sure hope that Brooke, good paying ass, don't come try to bribe me. Because you know New Orleans been in my life lately. And I sure hope Brooke don't try to come pay me no money to get talked about good on my platform. I will not have it. So yeah, Brooke, don't you get it in your head like, yeah, the people from New Orleans be over there by OG Murray. We about to get it in. What y'all want to talk about? Man, what's up with that shit with Brooke and Miss Maid? What's stuff with Brooke and Miss Maid? They got something going on with Brooke and Miss Maid. I done got paid, y'all. Don't judge me. They got to eat, bro. I said, bro. They say keep kicking his feet up with Gucci tennis shoes and shit, talking about thank you to my good friend Brooke. Well, I got the wrong friends then. Fuck. Okay, well, what y'all want to talk about, y'all? We won't talk about Brooke, Keith. Y'all want to talk about Brooke for? Now, that's how you know they got some money involved. That bitch Keith he just get dumb like that bitch don't know nothing. It look like all his soul leave his body. They be like, as soon as you say Brooke, that bitch Keith get this look like, you remember they Men in Black when they flash that little thing in your eye and they don't remember nothing? That's how that bitch Keith be like. Like that bitch be like, yeah, y'all. Yeah, Don Lucci. Get your ass up here, Don Lucci. I'm fat. Get up here, fat. Get up here, fat. What's going on? Yeah, y'all tag Don Lucci. All right, well, while we waiting on Don Lucci, let's talk about Brooke. Brooke. Why y'all always want to talk about Brooke? Like the whole energy, just like, what the fuck? Hold on. Dog, this big money, baby. This is big money here, Keith. Oh, Lord, y'all must think y'all slick. I know when niggas done came across a lick. You and Doogie, y'all bitch think y'all slick, huh? Say, bro, I'm telling you, dog, cut me in, bitch. Ain't tell me nothing. Keith started the trend. Keith started this shit. Keith Carroll. Keith Carroll started pockets getting greased for the broadcast. Straight up.
D-Day got another one.
Drop it like it, drop it like it, drop it like it. Drop it like it, drop it like it. Drop it like it, drop it like it, drop it like it. Drop it like it, drop it like it. Drop it like it, drop it like it, drop it like it.
Too much. See, baby, follow the rules. So y'all have been tagging me in Nessa George's post for a while, but I didn't think it was a big deal because this is the type of stuff we always see and cover when it comes to jewelry. And then when you look at the video, you get in the comment section and we all like, well, you know, that's not a scam. Like this don't. But this time, the young lady by the name of Nessa George from TikTok, she might have some valid points because at the end of the day, you had that girl at the Crowder Center. Out of all the gas stations in the East, the Crowder Center is what she had to go purchase the voltage drink. So I ain't gonna lie to you. Aside from her creativity, She should have been popped off just from having to go to that store and purchase the drink. Keep in mind, this happened way back in April, but I'm not gonna do y'all this.
They'd be like, man, Murder, you saw what Brooke did last night? Why y'all always want to talk about Brooke? What about Brooke?
So before we get into all of that, let's go ahead and answer a few questions that people have been having about Brooke, how she became bodied by Brooke, how people who drag her doesn't necessarily impact her or affect her, especially if she doesn't know the person. She says that people have always assumed that she sells herself, how people call her a 304 and more. And she also shares her thoughts on her city and how it's crabs in a bucket. But I mean, it must have been some Dungeness crabs that dragged you from Violet to open you up a brick and mortar uptown New Orleans on Illinois. Ain't too crabby to me. The clips from the interview are from 2019, and this is when Brooke first launched the Hidden Vote. And Brooke said when she becomes a millionaire, she is leaving New Orleans behind because of the crabs in a bucket. But here we are 6 years later, and you're still here, fat. You made the money you needed to stay. And you love it here.
Right here is my business name, The Hidden Vote. Hosting, I started doing photo shoots. I just, took off, and I'm still here, bodied by Brooke. And my name was actually King Brooke when I first started. And he was like, you don't think you want to change your name? And I was like, no. But then I'm like, okay, I'm bodied by Brooke. Meaning the meaning behind body, not like, oh, she got a body. It's like, because I feel like I'm bodying these pictures, I'm bodying this Instagram thing. Like, everything I do, I'm bodying it, I'm killing it. So, bodied by Brooke. And that's where the name came from.
What's some of the misconceptions of what people think about you just off of, oh, she got all these followers and she's showing her body all day?
I'm perceived in such a way that it doesn't bother me now because I know the perception I give. So I can handle it, I can deal with it. But I guess she's a from people that don't even know me, so that don't bother me, period.
Right.
But showing the morals, I don't want to work with her because she, she's showing her body. They say I sell my body. I'm a prostitute. I sell sex. So that one right there was perfect. I love the fact that they say I sell sex, because once they said I sell sex, I actually started selling it. So, but
you want to explain that a little bit?
Yeah, because people might take that out of context.
Yeah, that's why I'm helping you out.
I have an adult toy store. A lot of people don't like to, be exposed or be open with their sexuality. They like to keep it discreet. Say that they had work done because of the backlash we get. Like, their whole body fake. Or she had to do this. Like when I recently got into it with someone. Well, she really got into it with herself. But what they say is that fake ass body. That's what they can hit you with. Which, who gives a shit? You need to go see the same doctor I seen and alter some of your flaws. That's how I be feeling. Yeah. But they use that to, stab you. Like, I'm gonna say that whole body fake. And a lot of people take a picture, and if they are natural, even if they ain't, because sometimes they lie, they be like, all natural. Like, so now, so many people have work done that it became a bad thing to some people. So some people want to say, all natural, no work, so they can get the credit for it. So if y'all been following me, I was on house arrest. The house arrest is the reason why I'm still in New Orleans. I'm off house arrest, but I'm still fighting the case. Once I'm done, I'm gone. Out of here. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I love my city, but no, I would not stay. Reason being is like crabs in a bucket. Nobody wants to see nobody make it. Yeah. Nobody won't help nobody make it. And it's not enough opportunity out here. Like, a lot of Instagram models and vixens is not making it in New Orleans. Reason being, a lot of our rappers not making it. Right. So you can't put me on. It's levels. It's like, how can I put you on when I'm not on? Nobody up there putting me on. So you go to Atlanta, everybody putting everybody on. You go even in Houston. I've been to Houston. Everybody succeeds, so everybody wants to see the next person succeed. So it's like in New Orleans, there's no opportunity. It's either you're gonna work a 9 to 5, or you're gonna ride somebody else and hope you make it, or you gon' chase after your dreams and don't make it, or you gonna make it and get killed, or I'm out of here if I make it. Now, if I was to win the Powerball, if I was just to wake up and be a millionaire, I would stay. Meaning, reason being is because I have what I need. Right. I'm chasing something right now. I can't find it here.
So are you saying when you got your money up that you would have a place in New Orleans again, like buy a house?
Yeah, I would definitely. I love New Orleans. Love New Orleans. Love New Orleans.
Right.
But I think if I was a millionaire, I have a condo in all the main cities that I love.
Right.
In New Orleans I have a home in New Orleans, not a condo, like big acres in New Orleans. That's how much I love New Orleans. But until I reach the level I need to be on, I don't think I'm gonna find that success. If I find that success before I'm able to move, I will stay.
And that's why she's still here, because she love it here. Even though she's been saying lately that she's about to leave, Miss Donna has said, you ain't moving to no Houston, no Mississippi, no Florida. So this is so much over on TikTok. Girl, it's giving me. But I want y'all to go over there, and I want y'all to follow this TikTok account by this girl. This is so much, because that's so and not too. I met her in the comment section under the girl Nessa George video about Brooke. Let's see what she be talking about.
This is too much. Now, Brooke, you don't get tired of going to jail? I see why BG ain't post you on his page yet. He embarrassed to say you his girlfriend. This is too much. Not Giovanna G. Not you on here trying to reinvent your baby daddy like he's a good guy. When you brought him to us, we knew he was a piece of shit. And your comments off? This is too much. Natoya. Walter have a point. At a time, I thought he used to just be yapping, but he making sense. He really is.
It's a Louisiana accent, so y'all go check her out. But here we are at Brooke's page, and she is posting that her IG professional dashboard hit 16.7 million views in the last 30 days. Now listen up, all you hot boy fans. Don't come for me, but when I tell you that Brooke is turning BG up for people like me, because I'm younger than Brooke. Brooke younger than BG. I wasn't checking for BG. And a lot of y'all wasn't either. Who you bringing us next, Brooke? Future Hendrix or Drake? So remember the other day, Brooke was like she about to start herself a reality TV show or be on one. And remember at the beginning of the season of the Toasties podcast, Brooke was talking about how Boosie wanted to help her become a reality TV star. Well, somebody that was in BFG comments today said that Boosie is the one who allegedly hooked up BG with Brooke. Let me find out Brooke and BG about to be on some kind of Love and Hip Hop, or maybe just a reality show that she's starting herself. You know we gonna be tuned in or whatever. Also, Miss Donna and Miss Ann have been posting old photos of Brooke. So Brooke started to post old photos of herself. Now there is this other photo circulating of when Brooke was much younger, and you're gonna have to go over to Miss Ann's Instagram to go see that. The people paid Miss Ann good money for that little photo receipt, as we were in her live last night and everybody had her Cash App going off. It sounded like she was sitting in a racetrack or Harris somewhere. On Miss Ann's Instagram profile, there is a new live of Miss Donna and Miss Ann, and baby Miss Donna was spilling some tea. It was like Long Island tea, baby. They was talking about Medicaid. They was talking about all kind of stuff when it come to prescriptions. And Brooke having a baby by two best friends. God, it was just so much. Y'all go get that tea from over there on Miss Ann page. Or if you don't have an Instagram, you can go over to BFGTV, because he also was listening to the live and he'll talk you through it as well. He showed it on his platform, and it starts at about the 2-hour and 23-minute mark. It's the thumbnail that looks like a cover from a Tubi movie. Talk about some sex, lies, and manipulation. He listed the star and cast. So recently, Brooke has posted more photos of her and her man BG. Some people say they aren't buying it, as when she tries to kiss him, he backs all the way up. Regardless of what people may think, he's right there by her side. Every time she posts him, he's smiling big. So let's get into what BG had to say in the caption under Brooke's photos. He said, "Why? Check me out, nigga." Now that's not real boyfriendish or whatever. BG and Brooke are all closeted up. Everywhere they go, she right there under his arm and he right there smiling. All I see is all white every single time. And Brooke posted a new photo of herself last night. BG commented, and this is what he had to say: "You look happy. I wonder why." He could have left them purple emojis out. So the other day, after Miss Donna and Miss Ann had the mothers convention, and they publicly talked about how Brooke treats mothers, BG's mother, Miss Cynthia, commented under OG Murder's video about BG and Brooke's publicity stunt while using the "say it louder for the people in the back" emoji.
Like, bro, y'all done sat here. Y'all seen Miss Cindy in this bitch yesterday, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. Duga and his mama is close. Sometimes y'all be getting the truth from my life and y'all don't even understand it. Sign up. Niggas be getting the truth from my life, bro. Say, bro, Duga and his mama is close. Sometimes things ain't always what people make them seem to be. And like, you know, like Keith and her look like a friendship, but when you look at it, it's business. Her and Dugan ain't giving genuine relation.
Follow the rules. We finally made it to Nessa George, and here is her TikTok page so that you can follow it, and she is New Orleans based. Nessa did this story time back in April. However, it's recirculating and resurfacing for obvious reasons, and you all are once again asking me to cover it, so here we are. Nessa tells the story of how she entered a contest for Brooke's Voltage drink, and the winner was supposed to receive $1,000, but a winner was never really chosen, and she did not receive the money, although she had the best video, and that she was receiving hints that she would maybe, win this contest. Nessa says that she received a screenshot of Brooke and Keith's DMs, where Keith said that they thought that they were going to choose the creative girl. At this time, in her latest update video that she did back then, she says that she is over it and it's whatever. But let's go ahead and listen to Nessa's story. Too much tea.
Bodied by Brooke. Brooke Jones will never beat the fraud allegations, never beat the scammer allegations. I hate that I'm even making this video because I don't like to say bad things. Like, I don't want to say anything bad. And I'm only making this video because, honestly, to be honest, I feel some type of way. I do feel a ways. And this is not to bash her company. This is not to bash Voltage. I mean, the drink is good. I'm not going to sit here and say it's awful. I'm not going to do any of that. So this is my story, and I'm going to try to get it all in one part. If not, there'll be multiple parts, but I have receipts that I want to show. So, we'll see what happens. Bodied by Brooke posted a video on Instagram. I'm going to post the video so you can see the video. She posted this video.
So this is what we're doing. We're going to do a scavenger hunt. Y'all know what stores the drinks in, Voltage drinks. And when you go in the store, you make sure you get a receipt. You take a picture with your receipt and you tag me, and that's going to be your chance to win $1,000. Okay? So I'm going to put everything in the caption so you can know exactly how the rules go. But you go in any one of the stores that I'm going to tag below.
Okay, that's getting kind of long. So then I decided I'm going to make a creative commercial. I said to myself, instead of doing a post, instead of just taking the picture with the receipt, I'm going to make a little, 30, 45-second commercial to just stand out or whatever, to win the money, to win the $1,000. Okay? So I posted my video on Instagram. I tagged her Instagram, I tagged Keith Carroll's Instagram, and I tagged Voltage's Instagram in the caption. Okay, so boom. So the video starts doing numbers. And right now with my views and her views combined, we're at over 30,000 views for the video, okay? 30,000 views. So the views are going up. I'm getting comments. I posted on my story as well and tagged her and Bodied by Brooke and the Voltage Company in my story post. So people are reposting it. People are commenting like, oh my gosh, she deserves to win and she should be the brand ambassador. Like, the video is going up. Okay, so at this point, I'm like, I'm a shoo-in. I got this. I got this. Okay, I'm anxiously waiting through the weekend to see if anybody else posts anything, because then I would have competition. Voltage Hunt NOLA hashtag. So I was constantly checking the hashtag to see if there were any other submissions or anything. So the entire weekend, I'm like, okay, cool. Brooke even reposted my video on the Voltage Instagram and then says, let me quote. And it says, I don't know, y'all. She gonna make it hard for y'all with all this creativity. Who gonna top this by Monday? Okay, keep that in mind. Who gonna top this by Monday? Monday is when the winner is supposed to be announced, okay? So the entire weekend, I'm checking the hashtag, nothing. So Monday comes and I'm like, I got this. I got it. Like, we are winning this money. I'm a single mother. Like, I need the money. This is not even about like clout or none of that. Like, I needed the money, sis. Like, this was all this was about. I needed it. And I feel like you played on me, like you played in my face.
Brooke says, I didn't accept any money from this young lady for her to feel entitled to mine. Yes, it's a contest, but her name was going to get picked out of a hat, which doesn't mean she was going to win. So this how me and This Is So Much became friends when she asked Brooke, who said her name was getting picked out of a hat? You said whoever tagged and post the video where the hat come from. Yeah, that's why I had met This Is So Much and started following her.
So back to the story. So Monday comes. Brooke says in the post, she says, Keith Carroll and me and Keith Carroll will be choosing the winner 421 on his live. Okay. 421 comes. I watch Keith's live. No mention of it. No mention of anything. Like, nothing. I watched the whole live. He was live for like an hour and a half or something like that. And no mention of the contest at all, the winners, no mention of Brooke, none of that. So after the live goes off, I'm confused. I immediately sent a DM to Brooke, to Keith, and to the Go Voltage Instagram, okay, that night. And this is where things get rocky for me. Brooke did not DM me back until the next morning. And I'm going to read exactly what she says. She says, I said, hey, was the winner of the scavenger hunt ever announced tonight? But I knew that the answer was no, because I had watched the live. No winner was announced. Nothing about the contest at all was mentioned. Okay, so Brooke says, hey, no, but he was supposed to announce that we couldn't pick a winner because no one followed the rules. When we went to the hashtag to pick names, no videos or pictures came up besides one, and she didn't follow the rules. So we're going to extend the time to allow people to follow rules instead of not picking a winner. I'll go live later about it. And this was yesterday. This was yesterday morning, okay? So dissecting her message, you went to the hashtag and nobody followed the rules. If I didn't follow the rules, why did you repost my video? If I didn't follow the rules, why did you mention Keith Carroll and say, I don't know, we might have to shut the scavenger hunt down? Why, if I was disqualified from participating in the contest, why in the freaking caption of my video, you said, I don't know, y'all, she gonna make it hard for y'all with all this creativity. So if I was not in the running to win the money, why are you reposting the video? Why? It's okay if I didn't win. It's okay if I didn't win. It's okay if I didn't win. Me not winning is perfectly fine. It's really just the lack of communication. Because if I had not said anything, she still hasn't said anything about it. Nothing about it. The communication is zero. And it's embarrassing, really. It's embarrassing as a company, as a brand, it's embarrassing. The communication is not there. And if my video was disqualified from participating, you could have very well easily said that, hey, sis, I like your video, but you didn't do yada yada woo 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 woo, which would have been fine, which would have been okay. But you waited until after you were supposed to say something to want to cop a plea. Like, oh, nobody, if you didn't want to come up off the money, just say that. If you were looking for free promo, just say that. But the way that it was being run is very scam, very fraudulent. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of false advertising, because that's a thing. As a company, as a brand, false advertising is a thing, and it is illegal. Every rule I felt like was presented in my video. Every rule was presented. I felt the receipt was presented in my video. Me buying it out of the store where I got it from. All of those things were presented in the video, but it didn't make the cut. So at this point, it's just free promo, and I get what. It's just shady. It's shady, and I don't like it. It's sketchy. It's fraudulent. It's very, very scammer-like behavior.
And she scam likely, bitch. Scam likely. That's gonna be your nickname, bitch. Then we gonna start calling that one scam likely.
I do feel like it was wrong. It was wrong. It was wrong. Very, very. Apparently, we've made it to the update portion of this situation. And I really just posted them for like my 300, 400 views that I normally get. But it's become a situation. And apparently, the videos did get to Brooke. And she DM'd me, and I've brought y'all along this far, so I'm going to again provide the receipt of the conversation that Brooke and I had. So first she sends me a screenshot. We're gonna get to the screenshot, but the DM says, I'm sorry you feel like you got scammed. I never took anything from anyone, so it wouldn't be considered a scam. I just wanted to give out money for my appreciation, but the rules wasn't followed. I definitely was going to run it back, but after seeing me being bashed for good deeds, I'll leave this alone. Be blessed, Queen. Okay. Again, she says the rules were not followed, but I asked you, what rules did I not follow? Like, I asked. So don't be like, oh, you didn't follow the rules. What rule did I not follow? Still haven't gotten a response on that. Now I'm going to read my response to Brooke. Okay, I said, honestly, that would be an acceptable apology if I had not blatantly asked you which rules were not followed and got no response. I made the videos because my commercial was used and reposted, but also disqualified. They were never about bashing you. They were about the lack of communication as a brand/company. It's all good. Blessings to you. Blessings. Always. But at the end of the day, like, don't make it seem like I didn't follow the rules or I had no interest in following the rules. Don't penalize me because I went above and beyond. If you wanted a picture, if you wanted a basic picture, that's also fine. But you could have stated that when I asked you. Okay, so let's get to the screenshot, because this is the good part. So Brooke sent me a screenshot of her and Keith's messages, I suppose, from Monday. So in the messages, Keith and Brooke are having a conversation, and she texts Keith and says, "So what do we do if nobody listened?" Pause. Keith said, damn, laughing emojis, I thought you was going with the creative girl. So Keith agreed, or was also under the assumption that I was winning the contest. He also thought that I was winning. So she says I was going with the rules. When I hit the hashtag, nobody was on there. The hashtag is in my video. It was in the video when I posted it. It was in the video when you reposted it. It was in the video the entire time. The hashtag was in the caption the entire time. The entire time. So please, miss me with that. If you currently go to the caption of my video, it says edited. But it says edited because that weekend, before Monday, when the winner was supposed to be announced, that weekend my aunt calls me and she was like, I don't want nobody to try to say anything about the rules or whatever. You didn't mention nothing about the location in your caption. You didn't tag the place. I felt like it was in the video, so I didn't need to. But I said, you know what, let me go ahead, before anybody say anything, I'm gonna go ahead and mention the place where I purchased the drink in the caption. That was the only thing I edited. That was it, just adding the location of where I purchased it. But as far as the hashtag is concerned, the hashtag has always been there. Always, from day one. And I suppose her reason for sending me this screenshot is to say, hey, I told Keith to mention it on Monday. But you also, in the process, let me know that Keith also thought I was winning because I was I don't want to curse. I don't want to curse. Because it was obvious. It was obvious. And instead of you saying to me, hey, I liked your video, but you didn't follow the rules, I would have went back and redid the video. I would have did that because I needed the money. But I got no response instead. So now don't cop a plea. Don't woe is me. Like you try to do something nice. Nothing nice has still been done. Like I'm not going for that. I'm not going for that. I was born and raised in New Orleans. I'm not going for that. And this is the last time I even really want to talk about this because I really want to get to my regularly scheduled content. But as far as the whole I was never getting the money. I'm not getting the money. And that's the clear part about this. And at the end of the day, I made my videos not to bash Brooke at all. I made my videos because when I directly communicated with her, I got no response. So if having an audience is the only way I can get a response, then that's what I'm going to do. I DM'd you. Again, watch the videos. I DM'd Brooke, I DM'd Keith, and I DM'd the Voltage Instagram. But I got no response. But when I post a video explaining what happens, then you want to be in my DM saying I'm bashing you. I'm not bashing you at all. There was a lack of communication that I'm personally not fucking with. That's it. That's it. That's all. That's the end. It was never about bashing. Now, if anybody feels any differently or whatever the case may be, we can talk about it. Actually, we can't talk about it because I don't want to talk about this anymore. Like, I posted those videos days ago. I was over it days ago when I posted it. But, I deserve to give the people a little update. So that's what happened. In any case, I'm not going to get the money. I was never going to get the money. I don't know who is going to get the money or if anybody ever will get the money. After I DM'd her with my response, again, no surprise, no response. So here we are again. We can't have a conversation like women because I'm grown. We can't have a conversation like women. I'm going to have to keep coming to the internet for a response. That's whack. It's lame. It's very lame. As a business owner, it's lame. But that's the video. That's the update. Whatever.
You waited till Miss Donna and them went live and then you posted the motherfucking picture of you and Duke. And girl, you was trying to entertain the people. And his good jokes and ass go come slide up in that time and sound, wah, check me out, nigga. Dog, this little bitch josing bad. Say, dog, you been locked up too long, bitch. You ain't about to jose me. I'm off the V. I'm off V. I know when a nigga done stung a lick. Say, bro, so look, let me just say this right now. Man, look, leave my dog alone. What's the spending limit when you on Team Brooke? I'm trying to see. It come with a credit card. Got a lot of people trying to buy platforms, dog. That's all. I'm serious. I'm just trying to see. Just know, bro. If I start talking good, yeah, I got greased. I got greased. You heard me come up in this like, yeah, bro. Look, y'all check this out, bro. I really looked at Brooke from a different aspect, bro, and I really see Brooke not that bad as we think, y'all. Man, I don't know what happened with Brooke. And the whole city talking about it, and Murder started saying, I ain't really been filing it. Just know I took the money. I took the money. Brooke, I'm telling you, I'm going to take the money, Brooke. Because you know it's BG friendly over here already. It just ain't friendly for you, but you know a few dollars might change some things. You know, you might get a little Keith Carroll treatment over here. Bitch, BG looks content. Think about this. People being called out for showing favoritism to this bitch, and they still showing the favoritism. What you think going on? That fucking money looks good. When we keep talking about it, y'all stopping my dog from plucking a duck. You figure dig what I'm sick of dick saying? Just get that bag, because in order for you to put your head down like a puppet dog and play blind, that just let me know the amount. So like I said, I don't want nobody and don't need nobody coming over here trying to spend no thousands of dollars trying to get my platform to be on their side. I will not have it. It's not that type of place over here. We not on payrolls. So nobody better not come their ass over here talking about OG Murder. I got a couple of dollars, bro. You know, so I just want, make sure I'm good on your platform. I'll have none of it. How much you got?